What a game, what a weekend of IPL, the very first weekend of IPL 2024. What amazing game yesterday and amazing game today as well. Uh, I don't know. I mean, people, so many comments coming by, so many things coming by in terms of karma, in terms of, Pandya, you need this. How can you do this to GT? How can you do this to Mumbai Indians? How can you do this to Rohit Sharma? So many comments coming in. I'm not going to talk about anything on those aspects because I don't know. I don't believe in what is right and what is wrong. For every single person it is completely different. For what is right for me would not be what is right for you, and what is wrong for me might not be not wrong for you. So I'm not in for that discussion. Let's talk about cricket. Let's talk about what happened. So the first game was between RR and LSG. I predicted right. RR will walk away, and because of LSG doesn't have good fast bowling bowlers, or rather, but it looked the other way around, where LRR won because they had an amazing fast bowling. And what an amazing tactics they use. I mean, I would definitely say RR won just because of their pure tactics, and their captain's knowledge of using the right player at the right space. They weren't of various junction, like 16, 17, 18th over, just went about say 10, 15, 20 runs, and that's the kind of belief that they have for their players. And then they just, they just went. I felt they just went like, it's okay, even if you're losing, it's okay, just go ahead with that. And that kind of a spirit will always help cricket, and captain and the player as well. So hats off. LSG looks a thrashing team, but as I said, they would win a lot of games this year by chasing probably. Uh, I don't know if they have a good enough team to win when they're defending it. Though that will be a biggest question in this entire IPL. Who has the best team when they defend a score? That's going to be the biggest question. And I feel at this moment you can clearly say yes, CSK, as always. Mumbai Indians, yes, with Jasprit Bumrah, they just lost a game. And you say Mumbai Indians, yes, I'll come back to that why. And then again, GT showed why they are a good side, why they could hold on their nerves in the crucial moments. And then RR with amazing bowling, yes, they could defend it, but it is always the other side round. When it comes to chase, I have to check if RR can chase and win a huge score. There will be the biggest question for RR. But let's see how it is happening in the future games. Yeah, so that is about RR and LSG. It was very clearly said by Samson himself. He did say that it is Sandeep Sharma who won this game, and it is supposed to be his man of the match, and he rightly called so. What an amazing spell! He came back, he came and bowled his first over in the 15th over of the game, when two people were just going blindly, be it Rahul or be it Puran, they were just going amazingly, all guns blazed, and still ended up scoring only 5, 7, 6 runs in an over, and which is just amazing to see what sort of bowler he had turned out to be. See, that is the skill of a person, man. Amazing. I'm seriously saying, because Sandeep Sharma, all that we know earlier years of IPL, he used to have this so-called banana swing of in swing, especially. It can come way from the down wide, and then it can hit the off stumps. That good was his in swing. But here he comes with the experience of defending a total against the greatest finisher MS Dhoni last season, and now he has become a pure death bowler. You would always not call a 125 speed kilometer mile speed bowler as a death bowler, but he clearly proves what it needs or what it takes to be a death bowler. Wow, amazing! I mean, he would go odd games. He would still go for runs, but the confidence that uh, Samson is giving is just amazing. I'm just in love for Samson's captainship. I would really would love to see him continuously playing big runs. If he has a 600, 700 runs series on an IPL tournament, it would be wow. Because as I keep saying, every game that I'm watching, I'm just watching out for who is my 15 for India for the World Cup. So that is the thing that is coming in my mind, and I hope to see some fabulous performances, and the right team is picked for the Indian game. And when I say that, I felt, and everybody felt, even he himself said, I'll be coming in number four position. KL Rahul himself had gone back to opening. I don't know why he did that. Is he fond of that orange cap? I don't know. I don't know if that is actually helping his team. I would rather wanted to see Padikkal and Decock opening, and ask Padikkal to carry his bat like what Rahul is doing, and then along with Padikkal, everybody else should just go all guns blazing, including Kundandikak. One down can be Deepak Huda, Rahul, Puran, Stoinis, Akash, Ayush Badoni. Everyone can play in the same gear with Padikkal saying, you have runs domestically, you have done enough. We are okay even if you're going at a 120 strike rate. Just carry your bat till 20 overs. We will play around you. That should have been something I felt LSG should have taken forward. I don't know. Let's leave it to them. But they do not have bowler. I don't know why they left Avesh Khan. I have no clear idea. But they look like they don't have enough bowler. Uh, Now let's come back to the second game. What a game! I did say this in my earlier video as well. Hardik Pandya would definitely be booed, and I feel so bad for that. I mean, I'm just looking at his talent. India has never ever produced a fast bowling all rounder. He looked, even at that point at 19 runs in an over, there was nobody else who felt okay, this guy can do it. I mean, that is the confidence that he himself has. Yes, probably his style, his attitude is completely different, but why don't you guys accept him as a player? I don't understand. I could see a lot of hatred messages coming across all the even in the WhatsApp groups or the Telegram groups that we are in, and they are so-called cricket experts and cricket analysts. I don't know. I don't want to say those names because that bad it is when you show hatred to a person. You like or dislike, that is completely different. I mean, even I have some likes and dislikes of certain people, but that doesn't mean you need to show hatred to that person publicly outside as well. I don't know, I don't believe in that. But I seriously would want him to be coming so good. I would have loved to see him finishing that game. As I said, I'm just looking, these games are as a rehearsal of the T20I World Cup coming in, because I'm already in shivers thinking about what Australian team will come up, and what West Indies team, or what an England team, or even Pakistan, because I was just looking at the uh, probable 11s of Pakistan. Wow, I'm just going brisk. uh, I don't know. I really feel India should come together, and IPL should be a a practice session for everyone. Try and improve his game. Try and create those chances, create those situations, and win those games. Get into Indian team, and then do wonders on in the World Cup. We missed 2023. Let's capture the 24 and 25. Let's see what's happening. Uh, Again, yet another amazing game. Very happy to see the way Sai Sudarshan is playing. Very happy to see Sai Kishore the way that he did, leading wicket taker in the Ranji Trophy. He came and he proved, he's a good quality bowler. That's what RCB also needs to learn. The reason why I'm saying this is the Mayank Daga did bowl exceptional 2 overs, and then they just stopped because there was Dubey. who's good hitting sixes of spinners, and there was Mitchell who was also who had just hit two sixes of Karan Sharma. But if someone is so good, someone is so confident after bowling 2 overs, you should have just given that 1 over. I mean, you would still end up giving runs whoever is bowling, right? So I don't know, if somebody is coming to the crease new and he is so confident of hitting, let him try and hit. You eventually you would have a chance to get a wicket. That's what I felt during that game. Or even when Maxi was bowling, I would have wanted one more over of Maxi and take that risk. If you do not take risk, you're not going to win games. If you do not trust your team members, bowlers, you're not going to win games. So that's something that I felt in the RCB game. Let's forget about RCB game. No, we're not going to forgetting about it. We're going to come back to RCB game, because all these 4 games, like now 8 teams have played. Sorry, all the 10 teams have played. Only all 5 games, the home team have won. Wow, what a news! This will be one of the best news that RCB can hear now, because tomorrow's game is RCB versus PBKS, which is happening in Bangalore, and they wanted that streak to continue rather than not being a team which is breaking that jinx. Let's not see that happen. Again, RCB, I don't think so they're going to make any changes in their 11s, but I would still say I would want Virat Kohli to come one down. I know he had scored a lot of runs. He might still go ahead and score some big runs this season. That's what I feel. I mean, I'm sure there is a 600 loading, but I would want him to see at number one and then playing that role, not an anchor role, but rather, I mean, I still feel someone like a Virat Kohli or someone like an even Sanju Samson, their role is to stay, hit, and then end up at say 150, 160 strike rate, even if you're starting a bit slow. But it depends on how well is your team set up, right? For example, for Sanju Samson, there is Yashasvi, Jaws, Hetmeyer, now Parag. These guys should play at 180, 190, so that Sanju can play that role. That is what Virat is having now. Virat is having that cushion of Faf, Green, Maxi. All these guys can play at 180, 190, and he can still play at 120 and then end up at 180 every time, or 160 at every single time. That's going to be the key, especially when they're batting first. When chasing it is completely different. Depends on what is the total and what is the score. Uh, Hoping to see a Bangalore win tomorrow. Hoping, because every time when Bangalore plays, that's what I'm gonna hope. That's what I'm gonna wish for. But I know at some corner of my heart, there are certain games which is not gonna happen to you, which is like the next game in RCB in Bangalore. It is RCB versus KKR. I don't know. Is it gonna be 300 for the first time in T20? I don't know. It might happen the very first time in IPL. Let's see what's happening. Anyways, for tomorrow's game, people that I'm looking out for, definitely Kohli and Maxi. Faf has some amazing numbers against PBKs, so it's gonna be that way as well. Uh, Ninja user Ninja Bhaiya, your face looks like my cable wala Bhaiya. Thank you, bhai. There is 7 people in the world which might be looking alike, right? So hopefully he's one among them. Let us search for the remaining 5 of them. Uh, yeah, so hoping a good day for RCB. I'll be at office, so I'll have to come faster, saying some trick, some headache, fever, coughing, something. I have to come back to home very soon, and then let's see what's gonna happen in the game. And signing off. Again, do not forget to provide your prediction of who is going to be that 4 team which is going to the playoff and win a brand new Virat Kohli edition glove. So signing off. Tata. Mazak kar raha hu, don't take it seriously. Never mind, bro. I've seen it even bigger than that. நல்லா இருப்போம், நல்லா இருப்போம். எல்லாரும் நல்லா இருப்போம். Bye bye.